We're at my workplace.
At your
Farrelli's,
workplace?
yeah.
Say the name again.
Farrelli's wood fired pizza. My name's Anissa Wade. I'm from Tacoma. I was in ProStart for 2 years.
My name is Madison Soling. I'm the general manager of Farrelli's Pizza on 6th Avenue here in Tacoma, Washington. I have been a mentor for the ProStart program for just over 2 years. I am a member of the WRA and had the opportunity to coach or actually judge one of the competitions a couple of years ago, and that kind of initiated me into being a mentor for the ProStart program.
Well, originally I wanted to be in ProStart a little bit sooner than my junior year, but I had to wait because of some school stuff. And I always just liked to cook, and I love the teacher, so I thought that it would be a fun class to take that I would actually enjoy in school. And then it turned into something that I never would have thought could happen. Still at that point, I still wasn't really, it was still just an interest and not really like, this is what I want to do with the rest of my life kind of deal. But after we worked really hard on it too, and we went to state, and after we won, I think that's when it kind of like hit me that this is like a really cool opportunity, and this is something I could definitely do in the future and have as my career. And then that's how I met Jackie and Maddie.
I just really believe that in order for like our world to be successful, you kind of need to have people who want to take the younger generation under their wing and guide them. And I feel like I had, so many people do that for me at my young age, and so I just wanted to be a part of helping people find their career path and their passion, and restaurant business happens to be my passion, so it was a perfect fit. So the competition is teams from all different high schools throughout the state of Washington.
And you can either cook on a cooking team for judges, or you can be on a management team, which is essentially like developing a restaurant concept.
They have to come up with a restaurant concept from, start to finish, labor costs, layouts, blueprints, everything like that. It's a very intense process.
Well, competing alone is just exciting, knowing that you're all this hard work that you've put into this one thing that you're about to present to a panel of judges, and knowing that it could get you scholarships, and you can go to nationals and have that kind of, that whole thing is just super exciting. But I think the best part about it is that it teaches you like discipline and time management.
Menu engineering, marketing, labor costs, they learn it all. It really prepares them if they want to be in the restaurant industry to, what it takes to build a restaurant from the ground up. So.
Even at nationals, they have college fairs and career fairs, so you get to meet different people and you kind of build connections. And I think that's also something that not a lot of people in high school get with other things. I got to connect with people like Jackie, who are restaurant owners, business owners in the real world.
Working with the ProStart students is amazing because they're in the ProStart program, so they're interested in the restaurant industry.
Like, we worked really hard in it, and it was, I could tell that all that hard work wasn't for nothing. It was like I was very involved, I was passionate about it.
It's really fun. It's when we were at the culinary part of the competition, I felt like you were on Top Chef. I could not believe some of the dishes that the kids were putting out. I was snapping pictures of everything, and it's really cool too because a lot of the families come down and they have lots of supporters, and it's like you're cheering on a sport almost. It was a really awesome experience.
Yeah, I like all of it. When we were developing these restaurant concepts, it's more than just what are we going to call it, what kind of food are we going to serve. You have to, what kind of people are we hiring, who's our target market, we got a cost. So it was a little bit of everything all in one, and to do that just really, I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
I think it's what goes into having a restaurant versus the restaurant itself. Just working here and being a cook, I liked more than just the cooking aspect, and because I never knew that's what it took to open a restaurant and kind of be involved. It was more than just the workers and the cooks. It was everything that goes into it.
Farrelli's is a family-owned and operated wood-fired pizzeria. We've been open in the Pacific Northwest for 20 years. We just won Best of Western Washington for the pizza category this year, which is a huge, awesome accomplishment for us. Our mission is to use our business systems to create a vibrant working family that provides nourishment to the neighborhoods, and I truly believe that we live out that mission every day. And I really like to hire young kids and give them their first working experience. And so what better pool to pick from than students who are interested in what we're doing here in the restaurant industry.
My junior year in high school, I started in the ProStart program, and after winning state, I met Jackie. She was one of my judges at state in Spokane, and she mentored us before nationals. So I met her and I met Maddie, and after knowing them and working with them for a couple of months, they kind of asked me to join them and work here, and so that was kind of how I got started.
So I met Anissa and then another girl, Serenity, that first year that I did this, so about 2.5 years ago. I ended up hiring both of them in between the process of them winning the state competition and them going to nationals. I had mentored both of them, and both of them were interested in a job, and I loved the girls. I thought they were great, and also I thought they were super driven to have been in this competition, this rigorous process, and they were so great at it. So I ended up hiring both of them, and Anissa's worked for me for over 2 years now. To me, by being in the program, it shows me that you have interest in being in restaurants and working for them, and have a desire to grow, and that you're maybe passionate about what we're doing here, versus just a student who's coming in looking for their first job, to make money on the side, play money, or somebody who's really trying to gain the experience of working in a restaurant.
I love coming here. I love my team and who I work with. I love the restaurant as a whole because they gave me the opportunity to, work here and get involved in that way. I also think that I work with a lot of people who are team players. I think it would be hard to come to work if I didn't enjoy or get along with a particular somebody. Everybody here, we get along. So it's kind of 50-50. So there were some things that I learned in ProStart that I was like, oh yeah, I remember that. And then there were other things that it was more about kind of like the kitchen and the back of the house that I wasn't familiar with, just because that's not my position. Like, I'm more front of the house versus back of the house, and we did focus more on actual cooking techniques in ProStart and like catering events and stuff like that. I think I have accomplished a lot in the last 2 years working here and in ProStart as well. I think that all of it helped me altogether.
She was a great asset to the company as well. And then this last year, I mentored another group of students and ended up hiring all 3 of them as well. So.
I am going to the Culinary Institute of America. I leave next Saturday, actually. And I'm doing the bachelor's degree in restaurant management. So the first 2 years will be me learning how to cook and learning the techniques and everything that students would do for a cooking competition. Right. And then the last 2 years will be the restaurant management, which is more of like what I did the past couple of years. But overall, it's going to be cool. I think you learn a lot. I think that's what it is. It's there to prepare you for the restaurant industry, for restaurant business. And I think that they do a great job of setting you up for success in that way. Like, when you leave high school, if that's what you want to do, you can do it.
I just think that ProStart is an amazing program. I don't think it was available when I was in high school, and I think it was definitely something that I would have taken advantage of as a high school student. And I encourage any young person who doesn't really know what their path is and has an interest in the hospitality field to definitely look into that program, because it's very beneficial.
I want to say thank you, Lyle and his team and everybody. They've definitely done a lot for me and gone out of their way to help me and given me a lot of opportunities. I think that ProStart is a wonderful program. If you're even just a little bit interested in the culinary field or the restaurant business, I think that's definitely a class that you should take.
I would say reach out to your local high school if you want to get involved and you want to find a great pool of candidates to hire.